Bar charts. Bar charts use horizontal bars to display the magnitude of the quantitative variable. Column charts use vertical bars to display the magnitude of the quantitative variable. Bar and column charts are very helpful in making comparisons between categorical variables. Consider the regional supervisor who wants to examine the number of accounts being handled by each manager. Figure 3.23 shows a bar chart created in Excel displaying this data. To create this bar chart in Excel, we use the following steps. Step 1, select cells A2 to B9. Step 2, click the Insert tab on the ribbon. Step 3, click the Insert Bar Chart button in the Charts group. Step 4, when the list of bar chart subtypes appears, click the Clustered Bar button in the 2D bar section. Step 5, select the bar chart that was just created to reveal the Chart Tools ribbon. Click the Design tab under the Chart Tools ribbon. Step 6, click Add Chart Element in the Chart Layouts group. Select Axis Title from the drop-down menu, click Primary Horizontal, click on the text box next to the vertical axis and replace Axis Title with Accounts Managed. Step 7, click Add Chart Element in the Chart Layouts group. Select Axis Title from the drop-down menu. Click Primary Vertical, click on the text box next to the vertical axis and replace Axis Title with Manager. Step 8, click Add Chart Element in the Chart Layouts group. Select Chart Title from the drop-down menu. Click Above Chart, click on the text box above the chart and replace Chart Title with Bar Chart of Accounts Managed. Step 9, right-click on one of the vertical lines in the chart and click Delete. We can make the bar chart in figure 3.24 even easier to read by ordering the results by the number of accounts managed. In the completed bar chart in Excel shown in this figure, we can easily compare the relative number of accounts managed for all managers. We can do this with the following steps. Step 1, select cells A1 to B9. Step 2, right-click any of the cells A1 to B9. Choose Sort, click Custom Sort. Step 3, when the Sort dialog box appears, make sure that the checkbox for My Data has headers is checked. Choose Accounts Managed in the Sort By box under Column. Choose smallest to largest under Order. Click OK. In order to interpret from the bar chart exactly how many accounts are assigned to each manager, we add data labels to the bar chart, as shown in this figure, which is created in Excel using the following steps. Step 1, select the bar chart just created to reveal the Chart Tools ribbon. Step 2, click Design tab in the Chart Tools ribbon. Step 3, click Add Chart Element in the Chart Layouts group. Select Data Labels, click Outside End. This adds labels of the number of accounts managed to the end of each bar so that the reader can easily look up exact values displayed in the bar chart. Pie charts are a common form of chart used to compare categorical data. Bubble charts are graphical means of visualizing free variables in a two-dimensional graph. sometimes a preferred alternative to a 3D graph. A heat map is a two-dimensional graphical representation of data that uses different shades of color to indicate magnitude. Figure 3.21 displays the data for the number of accounts managed in Figure 3.18. Visually, it is still relatively easy to see that Gentry has the greatest number of accounts and that Williams has the fewest. However, it is difficult to say whether Lopez or Francois has more accounts. Research has shown that people find it very difficult to perceive differences in area. Compare figure 3.21 to figure 3.19. Making visual comparisons is much easier in the bar chart than in the pie chart, particularly when using a limited number of colors for differentiation. Suppose that we want to compare the number of billionaires in various countries. Table 3.11 provides a sample of 6 countries showing for each country the number of billionaires per 10 million residents, the per capita income, and the total number of billionaires. The figure shows the bubble chart that has been created by Excel. Copy the sample data on billionaires from the web file Billionaires to an Excel worksheet from columns A through D and rows 1 through 7. Step 1, select cells B2 to D7. Step 2, click the Insert tab on the ribbon. Step 3, in the Charts group, click Insert Scatter XY or Bubble Chart button. In the Bubble subgroup, click the Bubble button. Step 4, select the chart that was just created to reveal the Chart Tools ribbon. Click the Design tab under the Chart Tools ribbon. Step 5, click Add Chart Element in the Chart Layouts group. Choose Axis Title from the drop-down menu. Click Primary Horizontal. Click on the text box under the horizontal axis and replace Axis Title with Billionaires per 10 million residents. Step 6, click Add Chart Element in the Chart Layouts group. Choose Axis Title from the drop-down menu. Click Primary Vertical, click on the text box next to the vertical axis and replace Axis Title with Per Capita Income. Step 7, click Add Chart Element in the Chart Layouts group. Choose Chart Title from the drop-down menu. Click above Chart, click on the text box above the chart and replace Chart Title with Billionaires by country. Step 8, click Add Chart Element in the Chart Layouts group. Choose grid lines from the drop-down menu. Deselect Primary Major Horizontal and Primary Major Vertical to remove the grid lines from the bubble chart. However, we can make this chart much more informative by taking a few additional steps to add the names of the countries. Step 9, click Add Chart Element in the Chart Layouts group. Choose Data Labels from the drop-down menu. Click More Data Label Options. Step 10, click the Label Options icon. Under Label Options, select Value from Cells and click the Select Range button. Step 11, when the Data Label Range dialog box opens, select cells A2 to A7 in the worksheet. This will enter the value equals sheet name, exclamation mark, $A, $2, $, a $7 into the Select Data Label Range box, where the sheet name is the name of the active worksheet. Click OK. Step 12 in the Format Data Labels task pane, deselect Y value in the Label Options area and select Right under Label Position. The completed bubble chart in this figure enables us to easily associate each country with the corresponding bubble. Hong Kong has the most billionaires per 10 million residents, but that the United States has many more billionaires overall. Hong Kong has a much smaller population than the United States. From the relative bubble sizes, we see that China and Russia also have many billionaires, but that there are relatively few billionaires per 10 million residents in these countries, and that these countries overall have low per capita incomes. The United Kingdom, United States, and Hong Kong all have much higher per capita incomes. This figure can be created in Excel by following these steps. Step 1, select cells B2 to M17. Step 2, click the Home button, Home tab on the ribbon. Step 3, click Conditional Formatting in the Styles group. Choose Color Scales and click on Blue, White, Red color scale. To add the spark lines in column N, we use the following steps. Step 4, select cell N2. Step 5, click the Insert tab on the ribbon. Step 6, click Line in the Spark Lines group. Step 7, when the Create Spark Lines dialog box opens, enter B2 to M2 in the Data Range box. Enter N2 in the Location Range box and click OK. Step 8, copy cell N2 to N3, colon N17. The heat map in this figure helps the reader to easily identify trends and patterns. The cells shaded gray in this figure indicate declining same-store sales for the month, and cells shaded blue indicate increasing same-store sales for the month. Column N also contains spark lines for the same-store sales data. We can see that Austin has had positive increases throughout the year, while Pittsburgh has had consistently negative same-store sales results. Same-store sales at Cincinnati started the year negative, but then became increasingly positive after May. In addition, we can differentiate between strong positive increases in Austin and less substantial positive increases in Chicago by means of color shadings. A sales manager could use the heat map in figure 3.28 to identify stores that may require intervention and stores that may be used as models. To avoid problems with interpreting differences in color, we can add the spark lines in column N.